Hey time travelers, I'm going to be talking about something that was in the news last week, but you might have missed it. Over 533 million Facebook users' phone numbers were leaked. I actually got the idea to do this from a comment from a video where I was talking about how I got my plumbing fixed, and it wasn't really that big of a deal. And he likes how there's two of me. He's talking about other me. He says, keep up the content. Would love to see if you tackle random articles one day too. Well, this was in the news, and this is something I'm passionate about because I'm always talking about technology, and I'll talk about privacy because I talked about a problem with Google Plus, and there was a class action lawsuit about that. And you can click the card up here if you want to see that video, but watch that after this video because you can just see that I just can't stand this stuff. There's plenty of articles on this, but this is the one I picked for today's reading from PC Mag. How to find out if your phone number is in the Facebook data leak. This is important. You're going to learn about the leak, and you're going to learn how to check if you're a part of the leak. Due to a software vulnerability, a database containing the personal information of 533 million Facebook users is now circulating on the open internet. So why isn't Facebook notifying who's been affected? Well, maybe they're just claiming it's a vulnerability, because usually when stuff gets leaked, it's because of a contractor or a temp or an executive who isn't following the rules, or they have their own set of rules and eventually they get sued, but it's never enough money because the company hasn't given a straight answer on the matter. Oh, I called it. Except that they emphasize the leaked data comes from an already patched vulnerability. This old data that was previously reported in 2019. 3 years later, we're finding out about this. As a result, you'll have to use third-party website to find out if you've been ensnared. You were ensnared when you put your phone number into Facebook. All those times I log into Facebook, it's like, you haven't given us your phone number yet. I don't care. You can't have it. Why do you need it? And actually look this up. And this is Facebook's actual help page. Why am I being asked to add my mobile phone number to my account? Blah, blah, blah. We may use your mobile phone number for purposes like helping you log in. If you forget your password, you'll need an updated mobile phone number or email address to reset it. Or email address. For one, if you use Facebook and you don't have a recovery email account that you can get into, delete your Facebook. Or just stop using the internet. I've seen so many people that can't get into a system because they don't have the recovery system accessible to them. I can't log into that email account anymore. What? What? Why not? I forgot the password for that one too. Look, honestly, the #1 password you never, ever, ever forget is for your email account. Your main one. It's a recovery for everything else. And then you should have another email account to recover that one. Well, why, you ask? What if someone hacks it and gets your password? And then you have to recover it and prove your identity and all this other stuff. But putting your phone number into something? Facebook has been asking me for mine for years, ever since I set up my Facebook account, probably in a couple years after MySpace started getting stupid. Whenever that was. Then another reason they ask for your phone number is suggesting people you may know so you can connect with them on Facebook. Yeah, dig into that a little bit deeper. How would they know people you know based off of your phone number? Because your friends have your phone number in their address book on their phone, and like some unsafe ignorance, they've synced their freaking phone number address on their phone with their freaking Facebook. Now Facebook knows the phone numbers of all these people. That's worse than facepalm. That's face desk. Put your face in the desk because that's where it belongs. Next reason why Facebook might want your phone number. Showing you relevant ads. This is my look of disapproval. However, we don't ever sell personal information, including your mobile phone number, to anyone. No, but you pay contractors to manage the database that holds them, and they leaked it. Or were those employees? Or were they executives? Or another reason for Facebook to have your phone number, helping keep your account safe through opt-in features like text message or email alerts for unrecognized logins or two-factor authentication. Now that actually makes sense. However, two-factor authentication technically doesn't need a phone number. You can use a two-factor authentication app like Google Authenticator. I mean, that's how I get into my Coinbase account, you know, forgetting my Ethereums. Back to the article, because you guys probably want to hear more and like also see how you check to see if your phone number's been leaked. As a result, you'll have to use a third-party website to find out if you have it leaked. Or you can just download the entire database yourself. The 20 gig archives has already been freely circulating on the internet via a torrent for days now. A torrent. That's just crazy talk, man. According to Facebook, the vulnerability, blah, 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 was documented in September 2019. A security researcher uncovered that you could exploit the contact importer tool to type in a random phone number and match it to a Facebook user. But how did you get 533 million from putting in random phone numbers? Sounds a bit sketch. Sounds like somebody was running a script and the Facebook importer tool didn't have a CAPTCHA. Like, make sure you click on all the pictures of a bus and type to prove you're a human. Facebook points out social network itself never provided the phone numbers. It also notes that once a phone number is matched to a Facebook ID, only a limited amount of already public information on the Facebook user's account could then be pooled. Well, here's the problem. Anybody can download this 20 gig thing. And if they're able to match it to your Facebook user ID, which isn't that hard, it's like in the URL of your page or in every comment you put, everything you post has your user ID in it somewhere. They match that up. Then they got your name. Now they got your phone number. Guess what? There's people that are stealing Facebook accounts, and now they have your phone number. That poses the question: what do I do if this has happened? Well, if it were me, I'd change my phone number. I mean, something this big, I would change my phone number and then never change it on Facebook. I would leave it the wrong phone number. But then how would I do a two-factor authentication? I don't know. Maybe you can go into your Facebook account and remove your phone number? Was my phone number leaked? If you'd like to find out whether or not your data is leaked without downloading the 20 gig database, you can try two ways. First of all, it's going to haveibeenpwned.com. And if you're not familiar with the website, I highly recommend that you get familiar with it today, because you can even find out other stuff that's been leaked about you. So looking at haveibeenpwned.com, it looks like this. It'll be linked in the description. It says email or phone, and it's international format for the phone number. I looked up how to do international format, and it's +1 dash and then the rest of your number. So if I do that, +1 dash number you can't see because I'm blurring it out, and then click that button. No, my phone number's not been breached. But I'm going to show you what a positive breach looks like. You can't read it, but I'm typing in my email address. Oh no, Pwned! If you scroll down, you see a whole bunch of stuff where my email address has been leaked, but Facebook's not in there. Now, I'm blurring that too because you guys don't need to know what websites that I've had my stuff leaked on. How it works with the email address is, let's say a bunch of email addresses and passwords have been leaked, and on the dark web, they have a list of all the email addresses to advertise, hey, I have these for sale. And then the guy who runs the Have I Been Pwned website downloads that list. He does not pay for the passwords. He just adds it to his list of things. And then if your email address is part of a breach, all you do is go to any websites that use the same password as the site that was breached, and you change your passwords there. Now let's try this other one from David Johnstone. Enter your phone number, just the digits, in the international format. Okay. Result, your phone number is not in the data. Because I never put it in the data. Because I'm not a derping derpface. Well, if you liked this video and you like me to rant about future articles that really grind my gears, tell me in the comments. If you want to see some other videos, here's some other stuff for you to watch. Like why I think cryptocurrency mining sucks, and whatever I randomly decide to put over there. And you can at me over here. And you can subscribe over here. You should subscribe and hit the bell. Because YouTube's freaking algorithm and stuff, it doesn't send you notifications, whatever.